I'm gonna put this over on my drying rack. I had a drying rack in college that I used for clothes. Now I use it for fabric. Because why not? It's actually super useful. You can get quite a bit of fabric on there. Yeah. Something marked this and you can see it through, which is a shame. But it looks like it's just that one spot in a really long piece of fabric, so that's okay. Alright. I'm going to cut part of this. Trying to figure out how much I want to cut. I don't need a whole lot for the embroidery, but the worst thing in the world is when you embroider something and then it turns out to be in the worst place because your pattern suddenly doesn't fit. Which way is the ply going? It's going this way. Okay. I've done that before. It's not a great feeling. It's quite a terrible feeling. Okay, let's see. So I'm thinking about there. That'll work. And I'll cut it a little wider than I think I need it, just in case. So I can get the eyes on there, no problem. Normally when I do this, I am actually playing music too, but I don't want to scare off the lone individual watching, so. I don't get enough. Never use your fabric scissors for anything else other than cutting fabric. If you try to use it for anything else, the fabric gods will come and smite you. Or just another seamstress / plush maker will do that. Because it's a cardinal sin. Silly. Okay. That folded up. Just keep falling. That's not great. There. Okay. This brown. Is this the brown I used? No, I think I used a different brown for Evie. A darker, more rich brown. Oh, yeah, I'll show you the finished plush. This is an example of a finished plush I've made. Evie's so cute. Okay, I'm going to substitute this out for faux fur next time. I have it coming. It'll make it more realistic and less hideous because that did not work out the way it was supposed to. But that plush had, a machine embroidered face. And it also has machine embroidered paws, so I didn't show that. So that's an example of what you can do with machine embroidery. I showed off my In the Hoop magic cart before. I don't know if it made it into the stream. My guess would be no. You know, this is going to go a little different because I think I want, yeah, you need to be like down there. No, you don't need to be down there. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where this green to be. Down. Oh, it's good. Here, I'll put that embroidery right there. The thing about Minky is you can kind of just brush the ply up if you want to leave a really temporary mark in it. All right. Now let's run through this again. Looks like I'm not running into any overloaded encoding problems, so I'm hoping this is working on the Twitch stream. But okay, for hooping your embroidery fabric, once again, bottom hoop, stabilizer. I do not recommend doing this. Some people know how to hoop Minky without, or rather they know how to embroider Minky without hooping it. I don't. Still trying to figure that out. Until I do, I will hoop it. Ugh. Work with me here. Okay, it's gonna be a little off because I've got plenty of room on both sides. And I'm going to say once again, if you guys know notice any issues with the stream, please let me know. I will try to fix it. But if you could leave a comment letting me know if there is an issue, that would actually be helpful to me. Because then I know what to do for the future. And I can try to make this better. I'm brand new to Twitch streaming. Haha. Twitchy noob. Do we say that these days? I don't even know. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, it's really important to make sure that the stabilizer's lined up properly. You don't want it not sitting in the middle of the hoop because it needs, this is the thing that lets you embroider nicely. I think the bottom stabilizer is the most important part. And if that's not sitting properly in your embroidery hoop, it's not going to come out right. It's going to look terrible. There is no saving embroidery if the bottom stabilizer is terrible. So then the topper goes on. This is just to make sure that the Minky stays nice and flat. Although I broke my rule, I forgot something. I'm going to cut out a smaller piece. Like right there, I think. You see that silver? I need to make sure this is lined up right. It's actually down a little. Right there. Okay. I'm gonna have to make sure that's pretty perfect. I'm doing what I wouldn't recommend doing. Normally I would just say embroider the top half of something and then embroider the bottom. Because in this case I have 4 separate items, 2 top paws, 2 bottom paws. But I'm going to take this risk. That's way too high up. Don't be afraid to adjust things as needed. Better to take your time with this than rush through it. Your embroidery machine's not going anywhere. Don't start embroidery if you know you need to go somewhere in the near future. It requires time. It requires patience. And it requires you to supervise your machine, because if something goes wrong, it will go catastrophically wrong. And you need to be there. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, let's tighten it down. So, 1. Pull the fabric a little tight. Make sure it's secure. This isn't as good as it was last time, but I'm thinking it will get the job done. At least I'm hoping it will. Kind of leafy on colors, think about it. Yeah, normally I would say don't do this with a cut piece of fabric. Just do your top paws and then take it out, rehoop another piece of fabric with the brown and do your bottom paws. That'll make it better. Twitch dropped my streaming. Hopefully Twitch dropped my streaming right there. I'm gonna keep going. I really sincerely apologize if this isn't working. I'm doing my best. Twitch is not. It's shitty. Alright. For this, I'm gonna go dark brown. We're going dark brown thread for paws here. I'm gonna do yellow eyes, but they'll come later. All right. Let's see. This should actually. That's about half and half. And nudge it slightly more down. No. Pretty happy with the way that came out. Also, I should not take my embroidery thread off that way. That's a bad habit. Apparently it messes with the tension of the machine. So I'll need to check that.